What's up, guys? It's been almost 2 fucking weeks, but I'm still around. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and do this shit. My name is Greg, and welcome to... Alright, yeah, so welcome to Whales Tales. I finally fucking did it. I changed the name of the channel. So brand new channel name. And I'm pretty excited about that. Hopefully, that's fun for everybody else too. So what you're watching, the gameplay here is just like a random combat axe gameplay. Most of my kills came from the combat axe in this game. I actually did all right. But I'm not really going to be talking about any challenges. I mean, if you do still need combat axe kills, then maybe this video will help you out a little bit, just watching the gameplay, seeing what I did, what worked and what didn't work. Using Heatwave is definitely a good way to go. But I'm not really going to be doing like a challenge help video this time or anything like that like I normally do. I'm just going to kind of do more like an old school Call of Duty commentary where I'm just going to talk about whatever bullshit I want to over some gameplay that really has nothing to do with it. So, I don't really do this normally, so hopefully I don't completely fuck it up, but I'm gonna give it a go. So I'm gonna give it a go. So yeah, I figured it would make sense to kind of do like a history lesson. Just kind of talk about my history with Call of Duty and why I'm changing my channel name. It all kind of ties together actually. So fuck man, my fucking chair is fucking broken. Anyway, so yeah, let's do this. So, I guess I'll start it as far back as I possibly can, and hopefully this is at least somewhat entertaining, and if not, then I will catch you in the next one, but yeah, so I started, well, let me actually start before then. So, my girlfriend and I had lived together for a few years, and we were both still in college together we both went to Humboldt State University, which is in Northern California, about an hour south of the Oregon border, and so about 6 hours north of San Francisco, that kind of area, way up there in the sort of remote area of Northern California. Very beautiful. You should definitely check it out if you get the chance ever. Lots of big redwood trees, and yeah. So anyway, so we were looking to move into a new house though. We'd been living with this other couple, and they were leaving, so we were looking to move. And we needed a roommate to fill the other bedroom because we were going to share one of the bedrooms in this 2-bedroom place we were moving into. So I was on the baseball team, and at the start of one of our road trips, I was just in a car or in one of the vans with another guy who's I think a freshman at the time, just finishing his freshman year, and I was like, hey. He seemed like a pretty cool guy to me at the time. While I didn't know him like super well yet, but I was like, hey, do you need a place to live next year? You know, I was like, fuck. I was starting to get a little bit stressed, and so I figured I'd ask him. You know, instead of just like, you know, I was like one step away from getting on Craigslist trying to find a roommate, but so it turned out that he definitely did need a place to live the next year. So I was like, cool. Well, I have a room open, and if you can pay the rent and be cool, then I'd be open to having you live with me. And so it was like, sweet, I definitely can do that. And so actually that was like a very life-changing moment probably for both of us, as we ended up becoming like kind of best friends, and we're still really good friends today. But I don't know if I mentioned his name. His name is Nick, or Mango Tango. I've definitely referenced him several times on this channel in the past. But anyway, I will kind of catch up to that a little bit later. So first of all, he moved in, and he brought his Xbox with him, and I think at first I mostly kind of like I played like Rock Band with him, and some baseball video games, but I wasn't too into video games, honestly. I wasn't really a gamer, and but I don't know, maybe it's 6 months after he moved in with me, we started to make friends with this other dude on the baseball team, and so the three of us would sometimes hang out at our place, and they were both kind of into Call of Duty, and so they started playing pretty regularly together whenever that other dude would come over and hang out. And at first I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, this looks stupid. But after a while, they sort of convinced me to give it a try, and I was complete garbage. But I did start to realize that it was kind of fun. I started to, after a while, after like 20 games, I finally got a kill, and I was like, oh shit, you know. So it started to be exciting and fun, and I did start to get a little bit better, and I started playing more and more, and then at the end of like the full year, I was still in school, and I still had a couple more years actually, but my girlfriend got this really awesome internship that was paid, like a paid sort of internship thing to do research at Stanford, and she definitely wasn't going to pass that up. So she moved out, and I started playing Call of Duty more and more because she wasn't there and I wasn't hanging out with my girlfriend, and also it was kind of I was a little bit depressed, obviously, you know, we were long distance, and that sucked. So Call of Duty was like a great sort of like escape from that, you know, going home and not having my girlfriend there to hang out with. And so I started playing more and more, and then pretty soon after that, Modern Warfare 3 came out, and I started playing that a lot, even though I actually, like, I never really bonded with that game quite as much. I did play it a ton. And it was around that time too that I think we decided to change our gamer tag. Basically, we kind of like it was Nick's gamer tag, but we were originally called the Big Sobchak, which is like a Big Lebowski reference. I don't know, fuck. It was a weird gamer tag, but Nick was like, I don't know, should we change our gamer tag? I don't really like the Big Sobchak, and I was like, yeah, I could definitely see it being cooler. And I think he thought of Mango Tango, which was a beverage, an Oddwalla beverage that we both really, really liked. And so I was like, yeah, cool, let's do that. And so we changed it to Mango Tango, and then we keep playing. We kept playing. We would take turns when we were both home, and if one of us was home, then we would just play. We just sort of shared that gamer tag. And but after a while, I got a little bit burnt out on Call of Duty. I was playing a little bit too much, and all of a sudden I was just tired of it. Could have been that Modern Warfare 3 just wasn't as fun for me, but eventually I just gave it up. And I didn't get back into it until years later when Advanced Warfare came out. So sometime a little bit later than that, I moved out of, I finally got done with school, and I got back together with my girlfriend, and we moved to New Orleans. And after like a year or two of living there, we ended up moving to this random fucking town in Texas where I'm still living, called College Station. It's where Texas A&M is. But I thought, you know what? I'm actually starting to feel like playing Call of Duty again, and I feel like that would be a really cool way to kind of still hang out with Nick, or Mango Tango. There he is, actually, around the screen, inviting me to a party. But yeah, so I bought an Xbox and bought Advanced Warfare, and we started playing again, and immediately I was like, oh my god, I'm having so much fun. And it was really cool because it was a bummer that I couldn't hang out with like my best buddy anymore after I moved across the country, because he's still in California. So Call of Duty was a great way to kind of, you know, chat and hang out together a little bit. So, and then it wasn't too long after that I thought, you know what? Hey, everybody's got a YouTube channel now. Why don't we do it? And I thought we were going to sort of do videos together. And we did make a few videos together, and that was really fun, but it ended up being pretty difficult as well. And then his computer started to wear out. So, and I also kind of found a groove doing like the challenge videos that I normally make, that you guys are probably used to on my channel if you're used to watching my channel. So, oh my god, fucking gameplay's over. Oh shit. Okay. Well, so anyway, I decided, yeah, let's change the name. Let's make it more personal. And so that's why I decided to change it from Mangoes and Whales, which is kind of a combination of Mango Tango and Argyle Whale, both of our gamer tags, to just something that relates to me. So I fully expect to feature him on an occasional video from time to time. But it'll mostly be me, as it has been, and so that's why I changed the name of the channel. And hope you enjoyed that little history lesson, and I will catch you in the next one. We'll be moving on to some hero challenges, so stay tuned for that. All right, later, guys.